Now you've got my is this really your best? Is this really your best? You're making fun of me. A really challenging. I kill time harder than this. Now you've got my attention. Another stain fades into darkness. The world seemed your best.
Challenge accepted. Here comes the sun and the moon.
This is the brand new brawler Sirius, and today I am going to show you all of his abilities and if he's actually good, and if you try to get him, is he worth all of the wait?
Wow, like a tiny little
So
baby.
let's see how good he is, but first let's upgrade him to as much as we can. Upgrade him to how much I can. Now the best one I think is one of the darkest star. Then the next one is this one to heal your shadows. Then it's this one, and then I can't upgrade anymore. But let's see how good he actually is. So Sirius is the brand new brawler. Now for his main attack, he has a straight attack and an attack that is a throw. Up close, full, if you have a maxed out, he does a whopping 2,400 damage, but if he isn't up close, he can do like 1,000 to 200 damage. And if you hit brawlers, you can summon shadows, and these shadows can actually be controlled by using his super again, but they act like actual brawlers. Now these depend on what brawler you do, and they act like real brawlers. Let me show you. But anyways, for the first gadget that you have to do is the darkest star. With this star power, if you hit the brawler that you want to kill, it counts as 2 particles rather than 1, and it charges this faster and it's easier. So I hope you choose this one because it helps you. Now this star power But the gadget that you actually need to have is this one. If the shadows are at any point damaged and you want them to stay in battle, you can call them by doing this gadget, and it will heal them for some health that they've lost in battle. And these actually have the normal counterpart of every brawler that you've killed. So they act like real brawlers, but they are, because they are bots, but they act like real brawlers, and they don't do as much damage as real brawlers do. And you can actually do that because it's helpful and it calls them. Now the question is, how good is Sirius and what is his best mode to grind Sirius? I'll show you. But if you want more, I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed, because I tried so hard to get this one brawler. Thank you. Now, I think that the best mode for Sirius to get grinded at is to actually solo showdown. Now, solo showdown, because he can get a lot stronger by power cubes, and he isn't just strong on himself. So I think that if you have a shadow and you wanna get some cubes and stuff, it's better because they will protect you while you collect the cubes too. Now, shadows are kind of weaker than normal brawlers. They didn't want them to be as powerful as normal brawlers, because then that would be insanely OP. And yeah, they can do supers as well. If they want to, they can do their super like a normal brawler, as I said before. But he is best at solo showdown. Now, that's his best mode. But what mode is not as good? Now I'll show you, because I want you to know everything about Sirius. What I would say is his worst mode playing is knockout. Now, why? His range isn't that long, he isn't incredibly fast, and its maps in knockout are sometimes very open, and you can't really have, like, you don't really know where everyone is, because it's literally called knockout, and it's kind of hard just getting the shadows like to follow you, because a lot of times these shadows just go on their own, and if at any point somebody hides, they don't know where that person is. Now,
Here comes the sun.
if you want to hear every voice line, I would suggest going to a content creator's video. They really help with knowing what he is capable of and a lot more.
Behold my grandest illusion! Behold my grandest illusion!
And yeah, he isn't the best at knockout. Now, what is his worst out of all game modes? Now, I know of this, so I'm gonna tell you this one, and then I'll tell you if he's capable of doing something good and if he is actually worth it. His worst game mode is, you guessed it, Heist. Now, I told you that he does a ton of damage. Yeah, sure, he does do a lot of damage, but his reload speed isn't that fast, and if you're not as close to the safe, he doesn't really do that well because he doesn't do as much damage as other brawlers, and he is easy to get defeated on his own. So what could you do to prevent it from being that bad of a match? You could spawn shadows. Yes, sure. You could spawn the shadows and help them. Now, the shadows will attack the safe, or which one is closest? And yeah, sure, he is good with shadows because they help him, and I think that's the only good thing about him. Now, is Sirius actually good? Let me answer that last question. With a matchup like this one, I would say that he is very good, and on a matter of fact, he could be the best brawler in the entire game. Now, the power is what makes brawlers good, and the skill that it takes to know what it takes to get good with that one brawler. Sirius kinda needs skill since his attack is 1. It's 2 in 1, and he needs to know where every attack on his one attack lands on. They both have the same damage, yeah, but the difference on his attack is that even though they show the same range, they have splash damage, and that doesn't really help because his shadow is the best part to help. The splash damage is good on any brawler, but it doesn't land on the exact point you want it to look as it shows normally. Now, in a good match, he will be insanely good. So, what I would say is grind for him because he's good. Now, that's all you need to know about Sirius. Sirius is one of the best brawlers in Brawl Stars, and yes, he is worth grinding and maxing out. Now, for prestiging, yes, he is good because he is strong and he helps a lot. It's easy to max and good for prestiging if you want to. As you go on though, this won't be as easy as it looks because he needs skill. But that's all you need to know for Sirius. If you like this video, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe to get me to 800 subscribers, and bye!